Hello students, welcome back to Neeta's Business Studies class. In our today's class, we are going to study about the cooperative society and its characteristics or features. In our last class, we studied about the partnership. We have completed that form of organization. And now in today's class, we're going to start a new form of business organization, that is cooperative society. So what is this cooperative society? Meaning of cooperative society. The cooperative society is a voluntary association of persons who join together for the welfare of its members and to protect themselves from the exploitation of the middlemen. The cooperative society has to be compulsorily registered under the Cooperative Societies Act of 1912, and it can be started with minimum 10 members. So cooperative society, when you're talking about the word cooperative, means it's working together, all together, united. So they're working for one another for the purpose of helping one another, for mutual help they are working, and their motive is purely service motive and not profit motive. So here any 10 members can form, we can start with this cooperative society. It's very simple to form, and it is very compulsory to register this cooperative society, and it is governed and ruled and regulated by the Cooperative Societies Act of 1912. So this is another form of business organization which we are studying today, the cooperative society. Now we're going to study the features or the characteristics of cooperative society one by one. So the features or characteristics are as follows. The first one is voluntary membership. The second one is legal status. The third one is limited liability. The fourth one is control. And the fifth one is service motive. So these are the five main features or characteristics or nature of a cooperative society. We'll study this one by one. So the first one is voluntary membership. The membership of cooperative society is voluntary. Membership is open to all, irrespective of their religion, caste and gender. A person is free to join or leave the society according to his or will or wish, and there is no compulsion in any case. So a cooperative society, it's a voluntary membership. Anybody can join irrespective of caste, creed, color, anything of that sort, gender. Anybody can join, and anybody is free to even leave the organization at any time. So a person is free to join the cooperative society, and there is no compulsion of any sort on any member to join or to leave. So irrespective of any sort of religion or caste or gender, anything for that matter, there is no compulsion. Anybody can join this particular association, and that is why it is called as a voluntary membership. So cooperative society has the very important and first important feature, it is voluntary membership. The second one is legal status. So registration of a cooperative society is compulsory, and thus it becomes a legal entity and separate identity, and it is not affected by the entry or exit of any member. So it has a legal status. So registration of a cooperative society is compulsory. So you have to register it under the Cooperative Societies Act of 1912. So this, what happens is, when you register this organization or this society, it becomes a separate entity. It has a separate identity from that of its members. So members are treated separately, and the cooperative society is treated separately. In the sense, a cooperative society can enter into contracts, can hold a property or can sell the property in its own name, irrespective of its members. And members, whether they come or whether they go, whether they join or whether they exit, it doesn't matter at all to the cooperative society, and this is what is called as legal status. A separate entity, or you can say a legal entity, is formed because it is compulsory to register this cooperative society. Next one is limited liability. We are very familiar with this term, limited liability. The liability of the members of a cooperative society is limited to the extent of the amount contributed by them as capital. They are free from the burden of unlimited liability. Yes. So the members of the cooperative society have limited liability. Their personal property is not attached to the society in order to pay the debt to the, you can say, creditors. So here what happens is, the liability of the members is limited only to the extent of amount of capital contributed by them, and that capital contributed by them is by purchasing the shares of the society. So there is no risk as such of unlimited liability. Their personal property, the members' personal property, is not attached to the society for the payment of debt. So this becomes actually the advantage, limited liability, as it is the feature. Next one is control. In a cooperative society, every member has equal right to vote, and this gives rise to democratic management. The elected managing committee has the power to control and take decisions. Yes, control and management is purely with the managing committee members, and this managing committee members are elected by the members of the cooperative society themselves. All the members have equal right to vote, and this elected members have all the right to control and take decisions, and this is why cooperative society is known, and it is very popularly known to have democratic management and control. Democratic management and control means it's of the people, for the people, and by the people. It is according to the members' choice, will, and wish. So this control and management totally lies in the hands of the managing committee, and that managing committee members, those are elected by the members themselves. The last and the next feature characteristic of a cooperative society is service motive. A cooperative society is formed for mutual help and for the welfare of its members. Therefore, it has service motive and not profit motive. The profits are distributed amongst the members as dividend. So here what happens is, they are purely and mainly formed for the purpose of serving one another, for mutual help, and for the welfare of the members, and to save themselves from the exploitation of the middlemen, those middlemen who take advantage and they see to the profits. They earn high profit margin, and that is why they are here. They are working only for the welfare of the members, and they don't aim at profits. Even if there is any profit or surplus of funds in a society, it is distributed amongst the members themselves. So here they are for purely service motive, for serving the members, and not for profit motive. So this is what is service motive all about. So cooperative society, these are the features and characteristics. I hope you have understood. In our next class, we'll study about the merits and limitations of cooperative society. Thank you.